25-yard line. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's Sermon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Sermon. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And they'll run with Sermon. And Sermon is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Sermon. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Trey Sermon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action. Now it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, now Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. First down, Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now it's Patterson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Setting up play action. Franks sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. It's Franks now from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A give for Sermon running right. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff. Sermon. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On third down, here's Sermon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On play action, it's Brady. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Graham. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Off the play fake. Here's Franks.
Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
On second down, another shot for Sermon.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Working out of the gun, Franks.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
"35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To throw is Brady. Dancing to his left. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will make this a 4-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Pushing his way through. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
They run. Here's Sermon.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Brady. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is caught. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Mike Pennell, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now Franks. Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Succop will put this one right through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Now it's Patterson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. So after the INT, it's Brady. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Brady on the bootleg. This is caught by Evans. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. Flushed out right. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 27-yard line.
They go play action with Franks. He'll buy some time right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. Franks. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened to...
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Makes the score Buccaneers 38.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trip.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Franks now.
He's got a man, complete. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. But this this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
82 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Running left is Sermon.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Frank's looking to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
4th down, Frank's going to throw for it.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Sermon.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Push him back. Push him back. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety creep.
They'll run with Smith. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. On the run, it's Smith. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Well, there was a trust factor in that call, turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the 1st down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
They'll run for it. Sermon.
And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2nd down, back to Fournette. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he finds Gronk. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And they hooked up.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Brady going to throw here. There's Evans again, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Setting up play action. Franks. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Off the play fake. Here's Franks. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And the Buccaneers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the